as you know from the previous video, I've got to make some repairs to the boat. So got to fix this trolling motor, or rather not necessarily fix the trolling motor, but fix the ripcord to pull the trolling motor up, as well as I didn't really mention it in the previous video, but I do need to work on the trim on the boat motor. So I'm here bright and early getting things ready. The family's still at the house. I came by the storage unit to pick up the boat, get it ready. They would have been with me if it wasn't for the fact that they don't wake up as early as I do, and had a tough time trying to wake the wife up, so she's just going to get ready at her own pace, I guess, which she'll be joining us for this trip. Also want to give a heads up to what's coming in the future. My purpose with this channel is I'm going to try and show everyone that you have plenty of opportunities to fish, at least in most areas. I know where I live, I'm never more than about 10-15 minutes away from a fishing hole of some kind. So we're going to be doing some fishing, a lot of bank fishing. We're not always going to go out on the boat. We're going to go to some ponds, some rivers, and some hidden lakes and such and whatnot. So I've got to get this thing ready to go, so that way we can head back out to the lake that we caught absolutely nothing, and we're gonna give it another shot. I think we'll have better luck this time. So we'll just roll the intro and see you on the lake. So we're definitely going to fish in the woods here. We just saw a big old fish jump out of the water. I didn't see what it was though. Yeah, we gotta find shade for the white people. It is too hot today to be wearing long sleeves. I don't care if I get skin cancer. So we're in awfully shallow water, 2 feet, but there's still fish hopping around. Eli, quit grabbing onto that tree.
Before Elijah gets up to the beach, preferred. No, because I should do it. He just got here. Crazy.
Well, I've got that tree. Oh! Don't hit the trolling motor go button.
Water up, please.
Oh dear.
Open it up, Eli. Open it.
Gotta hug this tree.
What, baby?
I gotta hug the tree. Alright. Now let's get out of here. Let's find another spot in the forest. Gonna go out into the sun though, so we can get to the shade. Did you Yeah, I can see that you're
No,
stuck.
my
The
hook
bail?
thingy. And it just took off.
It's a good catch though.
Biggest catch of the day.
Yeah. Well, you haven't quite hooked it yet.
I don't think I want to.
Yeah, it won't fit in the boat.
Riley.
So, decided to stop at this island once again so the kids can swim and the wife can be in the shade. So I'm going to fish some of this brush here. See if we can't find something. Oh, and that's a tree. Imagine that. Goodness. Had to ditch my flip-flops because man, this stuff really sink into it. It is just something else. I mean, it's not entirely unusual for a lake in Oklahoma to have a relatively muddy bank, but this is siltier than usual because of the water level being so high. And I don't know, I guess all this silt just is being pushed up onto the shore, and my flip-flops kept getting stuck. Not the most ideal fishing footwear attire in this scenario, so I'm going with the barefoot. Just felt something touch my toes as I was in the water. Turned out to be a stick, not a snake. That's good. That's real good. I've noticed one thing: the bass and snakes like to live in the same neighborhoods. And I mean, not that I'm scared of snakes. I'm not a huge fan of getting bit by a venomous snake. Ooh, rocks. Ooh, sharp rocks. But hopefully we don't have to worry about that, because it's not too common that I've seen snakes around here on this island. So I'm just gonna fish for a little bit. We're a ways away from the family because they're all swimming and hollering. So I'm running the spinner bait because boats keep passing by, causing these wakes to hit the shore, and so everything's all churned up and murky and muddy, and I think I just got a nibble while I was talking. It always happens to me whenever I'm not paying attention, is whenever I tend to get bites. Let's see if we can run it back through the same spot and see if we get the same result. Yeah, that's definitely was a nibble, because I didn't get hung up in the same spot just now. Unless it was like a floating by twig and ooh, that's a sharp rock. It'd be nice if I had shoes on right now. But oh well, barefoot fisherman. So it has just occurred to me that I have not introduced myself to you viewers. That's awfully rude of me. So I'm gonna take this moment to let you know just a little bit about myself. My name is Matt. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm a mechanic. Well, I own a mechanic shop. I am a mechanic, but that's not just what I do. So I'm a business owner, father of 4, you're aware of that. And right now, I'm also from Oklahoma, and we are in Oklahoma presently. I've lived in a few different places. I was in the military, in the United States Marine Corps. I'm a veteran. And you will find out a little bit more about me here and there throughout the next several videos that we'll be doing. I really am just trying to point out the many different fishing opportunities that just your average everyday individual has. And the next probably couple of videos are going to be mostly bank fishing videos without the boat, because I realize not everyone has access to a boat. And I know I talked a little bit about my equipment in the last episode, and you're probably at this point starting to really doubt my credibility as a fisherman because you haven't seen me catch anything yet. And I could just edit all of that out and wait till we catch something and put that in there, but I'm not going to. However, if I do need to show you some picture proof, I'll probably just insert some photos here in a little bit into the video so you can see the bass that I have caught, not giant mondos or anything like that, but I've caught them with this exact setup. The bright green, absurdly bright green boat rope of 80-pound test with this ridiculous little spinning rig here. So I'll post photos of the fish that I've caught with this particular setup so that you can see that bass. And I'm not by any stretch of the imagination a pro bass fisherman of any sort. In fact, I'd only rediscovered bass fishing relatively recently and remembered why it's such a fun thing to do, because it's a good bit more fun than catfish. Don't get me wrong, I like to fish for catfish when I'm feeling a little lazy, and we may do some videos on other species fishing, but I think it's real important that I catch one so that I can prove my credibility to you good folks on YouTube and say, look, he at least knows how to catch a bass. So I'll put some photos up here and we'll just continue on with the video. So now back to your regularly scheduled program. Return to my family barefooted. You're being a boat?
Yeah, dude.
They're being a boat. I don't even know what that means. See a whole bunch of barefoot footprints out here. Not bare, like raw bear, but bear as in shoeless. People prints.
No, all the way down.
Yeah.
What happened to your shoes?
We're out
Like $120 for all of your shoes.
on an island in a lake and you're doing some shopping.
I am. My feet are hurting, that's why. And I'm ruining my $40 flip flops that I just bought.
White privilege.
I'm not ruining my shoes.
That's all I've got to say. Well, didn't catch a thing again, but we left a little early. It was unbelievably hot out, like 96 degrees and not much wind, direct sun. We gotta get a Bimini for this thing. And I think the next episode, we're gonna hit up some other fishing spots I know about, some bank fishing. We'll do that probably in the morning before I head to work and work on some people's cars. I always keep my fishing gear with me because I like to try and do my best to fish every day. Well, sorry to disappoint, but it is what it is. The fish are not going to cooperate every single time that you go out. Or maybe you want to put in the comments, say how terrible of a fisherman I am. That's entirely up to you. Just go into the comments below and tell me how bad I'm doing. But if you do want to see more, like and subscribe and send me some comments about what you want to see more of. Until next time.